Hey guys, it's the one and only Fight Nutritionist, and we're back today to talk about something really important as it pertains to fight sports, weight cutting, and really all competitive athletes in general. In this video and in upcoming videos, we're going to cover topics on energy requirements since it is so common for many of you guys to not be eating enough. So first, let's talk about minimum energy requirements or calculating your resting metabolic rate. Your resting metabolic rate is essentially the minimum amount of calories your body needs to sustain physiological function. So what that means is if you were sitting on the couch all day long, literally not moving a single muscle, your body would still need a certain amount of calories to keep your quote unquote body engine running. So think of it like a car in idle. You still need gas to turn it on, but it's not gonna use up as much gas, in park as it would if you were speeding down the highway. Why is this important, you may ask? Well, for starters, we need to know your minimum so we can apply activity factors to know what your true daily needs are when you factor in all the exercise that you do. Think of it like building blocks. RMR is your base, and we need to stack blocks on top of it to know how many calories you really need in a day to keep up with all your physical activity. Secondly, if you eat below your minimum amount, you'll start to run into some serious issues like chronic fatigue, loss of muscle mass, and continuous low fueling in this capacity can start to damage your natural hormone production, decrease metabolism, and impair your immune system along with tons of other metabolic and hormonal disturbances. So how do we calculate our RMR? Well, direct methods are always gonna be best, and that's when you reach out to someone like me to get you hooked up with a testing device called a metabolic cart that essentially measures the oxygen you consume and the carbon dioxide you breathe out. Then it does these cool calculations and it essentially tells you what your exact RMR is. But of course, that is really time consuming and not always accessible. So what is the next best thing? So there's tons of predictive equations that have been developed, so we're gonna talk through two different ones that you can use if you're a competitive athlete, since it's gonna be the most accurate to you and your lifestyle. First, we're gonna talk about the Cunningham equation. When this equation was developed, it included 223 subjects, and muscle mass accounted for 70% of the variability. Essentially meaning they measured how much muscle everyone had and factored that into their needs because muscle is much more metabolically active than fat. In order to use this equation, we do need a measurement of lean body mass, and then once we have this value, we simply plug in the numbers and get our value. But what if you don't have a measurement of your lean mass? Well, next best bet is to use the Schofield equation. All you need is your weight in kilograms, which is your body weight in pounds, divided by 2.2, and then you plug in the values and get your answer. Remember, these are just estimates and your actual needs might actually be higher or even lower. However, it does give you an idea of what your base needs are, and it is essential that you do not eat below that number. All right guys, that's all for today. In the next video, we'll talk more about energy availability and how to avoid it, especially during the cutting phases of fight camp. So stay tuned, like this video, share it, love it, and for more information, don't forget to buy my book on Amazon. TFN Presents Making Weight, link is in my bio. Stay classy, my friends.